Hello, this is the third in a series of 4 recordings about the final assessment guidelines in KCB205 professional communication. In this one, I'll look at the last individual assessment, 3B, Team and Peer Appraisal. To revisit lectures from week 8 to 9 will be very helpful in this assessment. And of course, read up on those topics in BCom. As always, detailed information is found on Blackboard and in tutorials. This piece of assessment is worth 15% and refers to learning outcome number 1 and 2, and it must be completed individually. Due date is week 13 on Tuesday the 29th of May at 11:59 p.m. You find all this information and more on Blackboard. Read it carefully. This is also where you submit your individual document. Use the submission link at the top of this page. Name your document your full name and student number, so for example, Anderson Anna 12345.pdf or .doc. In this last individual assessment, you are asked to apply a reflective practice approach when evaluating your own and your team members' performance in the teamwork over the semester. You do this by creating a document based on the instructions in the task sheet. And this is where you download the task sheet. This is the task sheet. It's the instructions and questions you need to work on to pass assessment 3B. Let me walk you through it section by section. Your first task is to create, design and format a professional document. The document you submit will be very short, but all required sections must be included to prove that you can create, design and format a professional document. All instructions on how to do just that are presented in the week 8 and 9 lectures. Week 8 focusing on document design and week 9 on professional writing. So basically the same instructions as for assessment 3A are relevant here, meaning your individual document must also have a professional title page, table of contents, correct pagination and be professionally formatted. In question 2A, you are asked to use Tuckman's model to explain how productivity and team morale developed in your team over the semester. If you only give a generic presentation of Tuckman's model, you will score 0. In question 2B, you must answer all 3 questions with a strong connection to your KCB205 team experience this semester. If you only give a generic presentation of constructive feedback in any team situation, you will score 0. The last piece of the individual assessment is a self and peer appraisal. Answer how well did each team member perform in the teamwork. So, for example, only reflecting on a team member's writing or oral presentation skills will score you 0. The observations must be from a concrete teamwork situation that you have experienced this semester in KCB205 together with your team. Apply a reflective practice approach, and I will get back with detailed information about what a reflective practice approach is in a separate recording, part 4. For each team member, including yourself, give a score out of 10 and then justify this score by giving concrete examples of key strengths and weaknesses for this person in your teamwork situation. Finish by identifying 1 new learning or recommendation for each person. The word limit is 100 words per team member. It will look something like this in your submitted document. At the bottom of the Blackboard page, you'll find the due date and the CRA sheet for this assessment. Your score for Assessment 3B will be presented on the same CRA sheet as your team document, but on a separate second page, and it looks like this. As mentioned earlier, this last individual piece of assessment is worth 15% of the entire unit. This is the end of part 3. We can discuss these points in more details in the next lecture or in upcoming team consultations in tutorials. Remember, due date is Tuesday the 29th of May at 11:59 p.m. Good luck!